Walk down any street in this city, you will likely see someone walking a dog, especially on a night like this. Make no mistake, New Yorkers love their pets. It's estimated there are about 600,000 dogs in the 5 boroughs, and many owners are paying close attention to the puppy mill legislation currently in the state Capitol. It would ban the sale of dogs, cats, and rabbits by pet shops. New tonight, Angie Gonzalez is live on the Upper East Side with the latest on the Puppy Mill Pipeline Act. Angie.
Yeah, that's right, Cheryl. And you know, places like the ASPCA want to make sure that this bill passes. There is some momentum behind this legislation right now up in Albany. We want to get both sides of the issue to you, though, because there are 2 sides to this story. Take a look. Barry Orlowski has just a few things to remind her of her dog, Harley.
This is for collar.
She says just a week after purchasing the Wheaton Terrier from a pet store in Manhattan, Harley got sick.
Any kind of thing that I could do to help her, we were doing, 7 a.m., 1 p.m., 7 p.m., giving this dog her medication.
Later, despite around-the-clock veterinary care, Harley died only a month after Orlowski first took her home. Orlowski wants other potential pet parents to use caution before buying a pet the way she did.
I wouldn't just get a dog off the whim. She had proper records. It seemed like she came from a breeder. That's what they said to me, and I saw it on her records.
There is legislation currently under consideration in Albany this week that would prohibit the sale of dogs, cats, and rabbits at retail pet shops in New York State, but would allow them to showcase pets available for adoption. Both the bill's sponsors are from New York City.
By prohibiting the sale of animals in pet stores, we remove the profit motive, and New York State will finally close the puppy mill to pet store pipeline.
Let's let people adopt and rescue animals. And by the way, if they want a particular breed, they can still deal directly with the breeder.
But the Pet Industry Joint Advisory Council, a trade group that represents retailers like pet stores, says state legislators should be addressing this issue on a federal level. They claim the legislation would actually be more hurtful than helpful.
They affect small, local pet stores. They don't affect bad breeders. They don't affect good breeders. They don't affect any breeders. The only people who are going to be affected by a pet sale ban are the mom and pop local pet stores.
Bober says they actually support animal adoption, but say people should have a choice to buy. Those advocating for the legislation, including the ASPCA, say that now is the time for change, particularly since the pandemic increased demand for pets.
And the retail side of this, these New York pet stores took full advantage of that. It wasn't even business as usual. Their business was booming. Our import records showed that they imported so many more animals than would be normal, from that time the previous year, for example.
And Cheryl, those people who are interested in adopting a pet should call ahead before they show up at a shelter or places like the ASPCA. Because of COVID restrictions, a lot of places are still limiting in-person visitation with animals that are up for adoption. Cheryl?
Angie Gonzalez reporting live for us tonight from the Upper East Side. There's still much more to come in our next